What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Doing the Most. This episode is going to be a little bit differently. There's only two games on tonight. I had to talk about them. Last day of the MetaQuest play-in tournament. We just had to talk about it. So it's going to be a little bit different. Hope you guys are ready to just hear my voice. It'll be a short episode. Basically, I love doing these prediction things. I just want to talk to you guys before tomorrow's grand scheme of things, the playoff bracket summary, what I think, what I expect from every playoff team, every series, and all that good stuff. So let's get into the first matchup, and this is to see who gets the luxury of playing the Miami Heat down in South Beach, and it's between the Atlanta Hawks and the Cleveland Cavaliers. So Atlanta won their first play-in game to make it this far. Cleveland had lost to the Brooklyn Nets. Obviously, now they're not facing the Nets. They're facing a Hawks team that's pretty good offensively, but not the same for sure. Now, Jared Allen was missing on that Cavs team that night, and it was definitely a big loss. Having a big body like that can anchor the defense and move it in different ways is definitely, like, you notice when a defensive presence is missing. It disrupts your teams on both ends, honestly, because defense leads to good offense. And the Hawks last game didn't experience any kind of defense at all. We talked about it. The Charlotte Hornets basically didn't even show up to that game. They were still out there waiting for the train to pass. And this game should be a lot differently. I expect this game to be different. I think Atlanta has the upper hand when it comes to offense, but the Cavs have an edge when it comes to defense. They have the home court advantage down there in Cleveland. Well, up there in Cleveland, because Cleveland is all the way up in Ohio. So I expect the atmosphere to be good. Cleveland has made it a bunch of playoff runs in the past, obviously led by LeBron and stuff. So they bring that energy, that atmosphere. They started the season really hot, and they've kind of collapsed. We talk about that. Like, they've been going on a downward spiral, whereas Atlanta started off bad and has been moving the right direction. So if I had to make a prediction in this series, I could see Atlanta winning this. Atlanta's had a lot of experience over the past couple years with Trae Young and just him being able to make big shots when it matters and the big plays. And I could see him winning this, even though they're not playing with John Collins. John Collins is not there. Lou Will is still out. And Bogdanovich sprains his ankle. So that's something to look at. Something to look like. Hopefully it's not too big of a deal. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it plays. I could see Garland's having a big game at home. Definitely they want to make the playoffs and have that shot against Miami. We'll see how it goes. I'm ready. I'm expecting that to be a good game at 1:30. Pretty young teams, both of them respectively. And it should be fun. Now we go out west. And I repeat, I had said I didn't see the Clippers or the Wolves losing back-to-back games. I expected both of them to make it this far. Well, that's not how the NBA works, man. That's not how life works at all. We see that Paul George will not be playing in this game at all. So now the Pelicans, yes, Pelicans can definitely do it. They had won the season series. We heard a fan the other day talk about how he wanted to play the Clippers since they beat him 3 times in the regular season. But I always think of it as it's the regular season. Obviously, you could beat them. I always say that any team could beat any team on any given night. But usually when it's playoff time, that's when push comes to shove. That's when possessions slow down and we see how it goes. But I see the Pelicans, man, rolling over this Clipper team. It's going to be in LA, but CJ's been in big games. Ingram's been playing well. We'll see how he continues to mesh with this guy. And Jonas Valanciunas, I could see him having his way. It's really like Paul George was just going to make the Pelicans work on defense, and that was going to tire him out on the offensive end. But now I feel like Reggie Jackson didn't have an insane game. That's why they basically played really bad, right? That's why the Timberwolves had their way with them, did what they had to do. But I could definitely see the Pelicans doing what they have to do this game as well. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, I'm really excited. The winner of this game obviously plays the Phoenix Suns. So Phoenix is just chilling. They have no idea who they're playing. They're literally like, all right, we're ready for whoever. We don't care. We'll see how it goes. And that's how it should be, man. You fight for that number 1 seed for a reason. They've been well rested. They're letting these guys out here playing 2 extra games. And they have a game in 2 nights. Whoever wins tonight plays literally 2 days from now against the Suns, who have literally been resting. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited tomorrow to talk about all the playoff series. You know what I mean? Every team that will be playing and just breaking everything down. I'm really excited for this postseason. I feel like it's one of those, like last year, where you had no idea what was going to happen. It's nice not seeing the same names, same teams making it. And it's really a toss up. That's how great basketball should be. Like, this is how you know the league is in good hands or well divided right now. Obviously, Phoenix has the best record. We'll talk about all this tomorrow. But I hope you guys are very excited for these games. Please, if you're an NBA fan of any of these teams, send me some submissions. I've gotten a couple and I can't wait to use them. But with all that said, guys, thank y'all for listening to me. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate you guys, and thank y'all for doing the most.